Hey guys, I'm Darren Smart, this is Smart Reselling, and today I'm going to finally be showing you the auction haul that I've been promising for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I saw it on Ads Hangout the other day, he mentioned it, so I figured, you know what, I'll finally get around and actually film this stuff. There's nothing spectacular here. I've sold some bits already, and what I'll do is later on in this video I will just show you some screenshots of things I've already sold based on this auction, and then probably later on I'll also do a 10 things I sold recently kind of video, or sales and fails. Might show you the terrible stuff as well. But anyway, we'll start. I paid £26 for this, plus hammer price, plus VAT, all that buyer's premium. Came to about £34 all in, but this is everything that I've got left, so obviously bear in mind that I've already sold some. So first of all, we'll start with a nice little lens here, and just trying to remember where the camera is actually. There we go. I'm not sure it's going to focus, but it's a nice little lens. It's made in Japan, and it is a Zuiko MC Auto W, and it's a Olympus, for Olympus cameras. It's great little lenses if you can find it. Unfortunately, as you can see, it does have some damage. It's been dropped. The actual lens, although a little bit dusty at the moment, is perfectly fine. That's not been cracked or anything. However, it does have that damage, which you can see just as I rotate it. That clearly, obviously, devalues it a little bit. In good condition, you can maybe get about 70 quid for this. Unfortunately, because of the damage, I'll be looking at about 40, maybe even 30 or 40. But it's still pretty good considering I didn't even know that was in the box when I bid it on this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to go with another lens. This one, despite saying Vivitar, it's not a Vivitar. It's actually a Sigma. There we go, you can just see it on the side. Sigma, and it's an autofocus high speed AF. It is a 52, oh sorry, it has a 52mm Hoya filter on it as well, which is cool. But the actual lens is a Sigma UC Zoom. You may not be able to see that, the lighting isn't that great. Let me see if I can get some light in there. Okay, well it says it at the top there, but basically yeah, it's a Sigma UC Zoom, 70 to 210mm. Now the thing with this is it looks pretty impressive. It looks like a, you know, much better than say this one, but in fairness this one actually has a lot more value than this one does. So 40 to 50 quid on that one. Next up we have a nice little one in the case. I keep looking in the middle thinking, I'm used to using my laptop, I'm using my phone on a tripod at the moment, so when I look in the middle like now, I apologise, but just assume I'm still talking to you. It's all good. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually get it to work, so I'm just kind of auctioning this one. But what it is, it's a really nice, it's in nice condition, but it's a Seiko LCD television, and you also get the manual, which is pretty cool. All bagged up with the earphones and stuff. It's a Seiko LVD 404, and basically you can, let me put them down there, you can kind of do that and you can set it on a countertop, or you can screw it to like a piece of wood or something so you can rotate it on a shelf. Aerial, all that, but it's in great condition. I just can't get it to work. Now in fairness, I've only tested it with batteries, there's no corrosion or anything. I can't find the power lead and the power adapter for it, so I'm selling it as untested. It may come back, sometimes they do still, even though you list them as untested, but we'll see how that one does. It's up for actually at auction at the moment, so we'll see. Let me put this one back in the bag. As far as this working sold, I think it's about 35-40 quid, so nothing spectacular, but still a nice return if you get it in a job lot. This one we have in a case here, and it is, well, it has the official charge dock for it. That's a Coolpix, and the actual camera, there we go. It's a nice little digital camera. Now as you can see, I don't know if you can see by the lighting here, it has this really like weird discoloration on it. Now it does actually come off, you can scrape it off, but I don't want to damage the surface, and I've put that in the listing. But as you can see, it is a Nikon Coolpix, and it's an S8. Very rare camera. Amazon had a listing, but there was none available. eBay had none when I put mine on. I've listed this really high in the hope that if I am wrong, someone will still want it enough to make me an offer. It's a shame about the discoloration, but I know I think I've got this on for like 60 quid, or even maybe even more. Can't remember, but we'll see if that goes. I can't really give you any valuation on as far as sold because I couldn't find any. If mine sells, then I guess that would be the new level, the new standard, but it may never sell, who knows. At least for that price. So that's that one. We have some like really cheap and cheerful snappies. This is a Praktica AF1. You know, good clean condition, really nice inside. £8 to £10 value, so not much on that one. We have a Minolta AF5000 shell. This is a body only, as you call it, or housing. Does have some minor scuffs and wear. For the body, you can normally get around £15 to £20 for a decent body. This one is an SLR. Obviously not a DSLR, but just a standard SLR. Yeah, 15-20 quid on that, no problem. This is a Fujifilm Photon X15. Once again, to be honest, you're looking not much. £8 to £10. This one is a Prinsflex Super TTL. The actual body of this one still sells quite well. The actual camera wasn't very good. Prinsflex was a very cheap make, but people still are buying it for about £10. So then we have this one also in a case. This one not very good. This is a Konica Super 7up 70. A really cheap and cheerful snappy camera. £5. You could probably bundle it, to be honest. This one's pretty nice. Minolta X300. Once again, body only. And never be afraid to list just the body. It doesn't matter if you haven't got a lens. Of course, if you've got a lens, that'll go even better. But bodies only also sell for the right price. Of course, don't overcharge for them. This one has got some scuffs. And for people buying a body only, they'd probably want it a bit more mint, because it is no doubt going to be a replacement body. That makes sense. So if it does have scuffs, just make sure you really tell everybody, because you'll get them back very fast if you don't. But yeah, so that one's pretty cool. 10-15 quid. This one's quite nice. Praktica MTL50. Praktica are quite a good make. They have a good reputation in the photography business, so if you ever see a Praktica body on the cheap, get it. 10 or 15 quid again, maybe even more, to be honest, for that one. This one is a Kodak Advantix F320. Not much value. You're looking at, I don't know, 5-10 quid. This one is a Miranda. I can't actually remember. Oh, MS1, Super MS1. Miranda Super MS1. Very similar kind of bodies. They're all very early. You can tell SLRs because they've got a little screen on them usually. because they had a lot more advanced features. This one isn't. This is just a standard. I guess. Well, I don't know if you call it compact. It's a bit bigger than a compact, but yeah. So that's that one. 10 or 15 quid. This one is proper old school. These are the kind of ones that I used to use when I was a kid, and it's a very, very simple, just wind it up on the bottom there, and then you take your photo. You can flick between telly and norm, and then you just basically clicked and then wound, clicked and then wound. It's got no batteries at the moment, but and of course it took the, can't even remember the name of the film, but those long type of films where you get like the two reels. Not much value in that. It's like £5 if that. This one's a pretty nice body if you can get it. There's very, very different variants of this, but this is an Asahi Pentax. Really heavy. You can just feel the quality on that. Now unfortunately with this one, this is an S1, so it's an early model. Unfortunately with this one it's got a missing knob, and that's never a good thing. So yeah, it's £10–15 on this. If you can get one with a knob, 25–30 quid. What's this one? Praktica Sport Royale. It's rubbish. £5. This one is one of the worst fakes I have ever seen in my life. This is a Minolta. Well, it says Minolta, but it's terrible. I mean, it's the cheapest plastic you can imagine. The lens is like, it does that, but the lens doesn't actually do anything. It's just plastic. So yeah, really terrible. I'm actually selling this. It's in a job lot of cameras, and I do state in it, please note this is, you know, purely for you. Make sure it's for your own collection. You just want to laugh out of it because it is a terrible, very early rip-off. Selling things like this is slightly different to, say, selling like knockoff Lego or fake trainers or something like that. These kind of things, they were never, because of their age, they were never really made to be like mass produced. They were usually like sold on market stalls somewhere, usually in China, to be honest. Just to kind of make tourists think they were more important than they were, when really they're just a very cheap and probably break very easy plastic. I mean, I can just hear it creaking as I'm holding it. So yeah, it was not the best, but it's in a job lot anyway. So this one, Canon, it's a Snappy L Macro. I've got this one for £10. It's got a couple of watches, so it's just a cheap and cheerful compact, nothing special. This one is another one of those really cheap, not fake, but kind of like unbranded. That's probably the wrong word when I used fake. It's like one of those like unbranded. Well, that one is a fake. It says Minolta on it, and it's not. But this one is just like an unbranded point and click kind of easy thing. That one's in a bundle. What else we got? We have this one, which comes in a case, and I believe it's Helena. Yeah, Helena 500. Not much money in those, unfortunately. They look quite nice. They look quite vintagey, but there's not really much money. A tenner if you're lucky, but more so probably a £5 or a bundle lot. And I think I've actually got this in a bundle. So right, so that's those ones. There's a couple more cameras. This one is a Kodak, and it's a pocket. Let me try and open the back here. There we go. Pocket A1. It comes in like this nice little case that you can close up. But yeah, Pocket A1. It's okay. It's a normal point and click. Value wise, nothing special. 5 or 10 quid. This one's pretty cool. This is a Canon Sure Shot Telemax ASF. About 20 quid. This one, so £20–25. Yeah, pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I actually have another Canon that I've already sold, so I'll show you that in a bit. We've got a couple of flashes as well. We've got the Boots Photo Flash 1600. That's weird, I can see myself in that. Photo Flash 1600. Despite the Boots branding, you can get £10 for this. So, and this one is the Miranda 500 CD. It's okay, once again, nothing special, but it's for older cameras. Once again, £5 to £10 on that. This one is quite a nice one, and it's so strange because I've sold one of these before, and I recently put in the group about one being available on Gumtree. But I've got another one in this bundle as well, and it's a Sony CyberShot 7.2 megahertz camera. Really nice digital camera, and actually it takes really nice photos. You've got the memory card slot on the side for like the, I think you need the adapter. I think I've got one over here. There we go. So you need one of these, and you got the memory card that goes inside. This is a 1 gig, I think, and then you just put the whole memory card inside there and then close it. So you need that adapter, but then you can take that out and read that onto your computer, laptop, whatever, easy enough. So that's that one. I'll be aiming for about 40 quid. It can go for sometimes 49.99. I have got like the leads and stuff with it. It does unfortunately come with a European power lead, so I've had to describe that as you're going to need an adapter to run it on UK. But yeah, that's pretty cool. 40 quid, no problem. Next up, this is non-photography. Actually, I'll show you the other two cameras first. This is another terrible knockoff, and instead of a Nikon, it's a Nikon. Once again, really cheap plastic. Lens doesn't really do anything. Comes with a nice little hanging clip, so you can hang it from your belt. I mean, this weighs a bit as well. Why would you want to do that? But so yeah, you can hang it from your belt, or you can put a strap there and then hang that around your neck. But of course, it only has one. It has nothing on the other side, so you'd have to kind of wear it like that. But yeah, so not the greatest. This is once again a bundle lot, because it is just so bad. And lastly, we have this one. Once again, this one isn't really a rip-off, but it's clearly what they're trying to aim for. I mean, this one, it looks really quite a bit of a beast, you know, one of them like wedding kind of cameras. And unfortunately, it's an Olympia, and they've kind of tried to copy Olympus. So people go, "Oh, I've heard of that name." Whereas no, it's Olympus you've heard of, but they get sucked in by that. But it's not a knockoff, because Olympia they were a separate own photography company. Just everything they did tried to mimic Olympus, unfortunately. Literally 2 or 3 quid, so that's a bundle lot. Right, that's not quite the photography. I've also got big old bag here, and in here is a Sharp ViewCam VLE610. Really nice condition. It's like, it takes the old sort of small tapes, you know, but actually it's in really nice condition. And I actually sold this once for 70 quid. Really glad I got that, and unfortunately the guy returned it, basically saying, oh sorry, I thought it had a screen. He said, I thought it had I think it was a screen. Oh, that's right, yeah. He said, oh, I thought it had a screen that you could sort of have menus in, like a digital one. So I said, no, this is like an old school, takes the old tapes. So he was a bit disappointed because he couldn't use it for what he wanted. I was disappointed because I had to refund the guy 70 quid. So, but it will go again. You know, it's in really, really nice condition. It comes with like the manuals and extra tapes and the charger and everything. So I've actually just got to get it listed again, because I haven't, since I've had that return. This was like a few weeks ago. I haven't even listed it again. So that's got to go. Then there's this one, which is quite nice. Miranda, again that name is coming up a lot today, but Miranda bag. It's not a Miranda inside. Inside, once again, comes with tapes and the manuals and leads and power adapters, everything. This is a Samsung VP M50. Really nice camera. One of them, you know, this was back when they were still quite big, but probably a lot more portable, very light. It's got loads of kind of features on it. It doesn't have a screen. This one is still a tape mechanism. I can't open it because you can only open it when it's powered on. But yeah, it's okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a battery charger for it. And that's what a battery it takes. But I don't have a battery charger for it. And I just can't find a battery charger. I ordered one, well at least a reliable one. I ordered a third party one and it was coming from China. It never turned up, so I got a refund on it. But I still can't really test this because no charger. I don't think anyone's going to have a Samsung VP M50 charger laying around, battery charger. So unfortunately I can't really test it, but it's still a nice camera, and I think I could most probably get about 50 to 70 quid for this as well. May have to sell it as a prop, you know, something like that. But yeah, you get so much with it. And there's also stuff in like the, I think there's stuff in the zip part as well. But anyway, yeah. So 50 to 70 quid on that one, not a problem. If you see old camcorders, if they're a good price, maybe 5, 10 quid, maybe even 15 quid. If it's on the higher end, 15, just check on your phone if you're at a boot sale or an auction. Check on your phone, see if it's got any value. But if they're around £5–10, snap them up, especially if they're in that condition with like manuals and stuff. Right, so that's those. Next up we have, I've shown this before but it did come in this lot, so I thought I'd show it again. Mega Drive. I've got all the leads and the controllers and stuff, but they're in my storage place at the moment, and it came with Cool Spot. Untested at the moment, still ain't got around to doing that, but I need a power supply for it as well, because the one that came with it looks like it had a strange smell to it, and I don't particularly want to use that one. So yeah, so that's that. Next up is this. This is really quite nice, quite heavy. This is proper vintage technology here. This is a Bosch UHF TV. You may not be able to see it. There we go. UHF TV. And it is, let's turn that around for you. And it's Rank Radio International, and it's BN6520A. If you can just see that. But yeah, it's nice. I auctioned this off and it didn't go, didn't receive any bids or anything. So to be honest, I don't know how much I can get for that. There's no sales history, there's not much on it at all. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Coming up to the end now, we've got one of these. This is really nice. Sony M650V micro cassette recorder. It's like a dictaphone. Well, it's not like a dictaphone, it is. In its box, pretty much unused, manual, everything in there. Looking at about 25 to 35 quid. Got some manuals and CDs and software and stuff for various Nokias. I've seen these sell for about a tenner on eBay, so something, isn't it? And lastly, I'm going to sort of rotate the camera a bit. There is a projection screen. So you undo the clips. you pull it up. Proper vintage, it's like 1931. It's made by Turner and Hunter. Got this on auction at the moment, starting price of a tenner. Already got a couple of watches on it. I really don't know what I can get for that. When I picked it up from the auction, I didn't even know that was part of it. I picked up all this kind of stuff. And then they just said, oh, hang on, you've also got this. Or at least the exact words were, I think you've got this. It seems photography related. So I said, fair enough, I'll take it. So yeah, really nice. It's in good condition for its age. So yeah, that's the lot. So thank you for watching. Sorry about the lighting right above my head here, but thank you for watching. Finally got around to doing that for you, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was okay. I know I was quite vague on a few of these items, but truthfully it's because I've never seen them before. I'm still looking in the centre. I've got to look over there. I've never seen them before, and there was no sales history, so you just kind of have to go on gut instinct. Thank you for watching. I'm going to upload this now. I'm also going to do my sales. Let me get out of that light a bit. There we go. I'm going to do my sales now. Probably like my favourite 10 and probably some fails, because I know I had some. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. May your pickings be plentiful. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.